I'm Justin Germain.
And I'm Ethan DeMuro.
And this is LaSalle Center.
On this week's show, we have the highlights from this week's homecoming game.
We have a Coach's Corner with Coach Flanagan.
We have the results of our senior night soccer game.
We have another Maloney Sports Quote of the Week.
And our pregame analysis of the Schenectady versus LaSalle varsity football game.
We have Jimmy Franchini with your modified sports report.
All this coming up on this week's episode of LaSalle Sports Network.
I'm Jake Berry.
And I'm Mike Clark.
And this is LaSalle Sports Network. We're here at Sutton Field as Cadets go on to take Columbia in the homecoming game. Mike, what do you think that the Cadets have to do in order to get the W?
I think what's essential for the team tonight is that they really figure out how to string together 4 strong quarters of football. So far this season, in multiple games, they've played well for most of the game, yet, they've failed to close it out at the end. I think tonight, if they can string together 4 strong quarters on both offense and defense, they should definitely come away with the win.
Right, I think it's going to boil down to the team's confidence. The confidence has been running high this whole season. It's been running high into every game, and then still coming out of the game to help them into the next game. This game versus Columbia, the confidence has been really high, and hopefully when we get this win, confidence will continue for the rest of the season and give us a couple more W's.
So, I agree. There's a lot to look forward to for this game and the rest of the season. This is LaSalle Sports Network, and now to the game.
Yeah, come on. Quarter.
We're here at halftime versus Columbia in the homecoming game. I'm Jake Perry.
And I'm Mike Clark.
And this is LaSalle Sports Network. We have gotten this game all tied up. It's 7-7. We've been playing really good football. Mike, what do you think so far?
I think, the team has been slow on offense for sure. The defense has been pretty solid, but I think, this team is yet to perform at their best on offense this game. And I expect them to come out in the second half and, really play well. So there's still a lot of football to go. They can still turn things around.
See, I think that we've had a few key players that have just really made this game as successful as it is. We saw Billy Haskins in the first quarter really making some great defensive stops, and it's really helped the team. It's bringing the defense into the offense, and it's gonna really pay off in the second half. Hopefully they can keep that going. It'll be a good game.
Absolutely. This is LaSalle Sports Network, and back to the game.
This is John Brennan with the LaSalle Sports Network. I'm here with Joe Germanario. Congratulations on a big win tonight. What were some keys to the win?
I felt like our D stepped up big at the end when we needed it most. Offense struggled a little bit, but give credit to Columbia, they played hard. But other than that, we got to play better than that. I mean, I thought we were a lot better team. It showed. We got the win, but we could be a lot better.
Personally, you had a lot of great plays tonight. How did that contribute to tonight's
I tried to create a little more on my feet, and it worked out a couple of times. We got a couple holding penalties, but Coach really been emphasizing work on just run a little bit, and I missed a couple throws here and there, but my brother made a good play. Stav had a really good catch, and things worked out.
Who were some key players in tonight's game?
I thought Doc Cameron ran the ball great along with Tyler. He played very hard. Our whole D, got to give it credit to our front seven and just the rest of the guys. We all just played really hard. And it was an ugly win, but we got it.
Now, what does this victory translate to for the rest of the season?
Well, we got to have a lot better practice this week because this win, it's a win, but it hurts a little bit just seeing that because we thought we were a lot better team, but we just got to come together as a group and just win out basically.
All right, congratulations. Thanks for joining us.
I'm Jake Perry. I'm here with Coach Rapp after a victorious win over Columbia, 14-13. How did the game go? How do you think it went?
Not as well as I hoped it would go. It was a lot closer than it should have been. We made some mental mistakes there, especially with some penalties. I would have liked a lot better score, and we would have picked up more quarter points that might help us in the playoffs. But we'll take the win. We'll take the W.
How do you take this game into your next game?
Well, we've thought that we should beat Columbia, and we're hoping that we should beat Schenectady. And if we do that, we should make the playoffs. We were just hoping a little better style than we did it. As I said, it comes down to quarter points now, and you get a point for each quarter you win. Unfortunately, we only got 5 points this week on quarter points. We were hoping to get 7. How
did the penalties at the end of the game, how did that mess around with the game plan?
Well, by us or them. Well, we had a little series there where we had several holding calls and some things like that, which was pretty ugly. I was very disappointed in our first quarter play. I thought we should have moved the ball better, but we came out of the third quarter and moved the ball really well. Joey Plants had a great return on the kickoff and did a nice job there and put us in position to score. But I was hoping we'd do a little better scoring in the first half.
Well, we ended up winning 14-13. We're going into Schenectady. It's our next game. Hopefully coming out of there with a win, making a good playoff run. And thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the win.
Thank you very much.
Next up on LaSalle Center, we have a Coach's Corner interview with Joe Fletcher and Coach Flanagan, the varsity golf coach.
But first, we're going to take a quick commercial break.
The reason I chose LaSalle Aquatics, I've actually been in the sport of swimming for over the last 30 years. I swam, I coach now, I presently coach, and I just like the small classes, the fact that, you get like one-on-one. The instructors have been in the sport for a long time themselves, so they understand basically the art of swimming and what goes into that, all the characteristics and everything of what you have to put together in learning how to swim. I chose LaSalle Aquatics because I've seen other programs and how they do it, and I just don't like the class size. They're too big, or they're in the water way too long, and the kids lose interest. From what I've seen here, they're always jumping from thing to thing to thing, and it keeps the kids interested in working on those skills. That's why I chose LaSalle Aquatics.
Hello LaSalle, this is Joe Fletcher and welcome to Coach's Corner. With me on Coach's Corner today is Coach Flanagan of the golf team. Yeah, I was going to say Coach Flanagan, but I can't
Keep it
say
going,
that.
ready? Okay, get back to it.
Hello LaSalle, this is Joe Fletcher and this is Coach's Corner. With me on Coach's Corner is Coach Flanagan of the golf team. So Coach, thank you for coming on today. What a season for the team this year. How'd you guys do this year?
Well, we've had a great season. Our record is 14 wins and 2 losses. We had 7 players qualify for sectionals. One of those was an 8th grader, 1 senior, and 2 juniors. We replaced our last year. We had 5 seniors that graduated, and we've replaced the talent with a lot of young players, and we just had a great season so far.
All right, next question. Every team has major players to make a team successful. Who were your major contributors to the team?
Well, Tommy Deegan was our #1 player the whole season. He was really consistent, and he came out of the gate right from the start. He played great golf whole season long. In addition to him, Ryan Brennan and Rob DeBenedetti also had great seasons, and they were two of our older players, so they really anchored the team.
All right, last question. I heard you guys made the sections this year. Congratulations. How did you guys do this year?
Well, in the sectionals, we had 6 players that actually went to the qualifier, and it was a tough day with the score and as far as the weather was concerned. But Tom Deegan qualified for the 2-day state tournament, which he's in the middle of right now, and hopefully he's going to be one of the 9 players that make it to the final state tournament.
All right, well, that's Coach Flanagan of the varsity golf team. Thank you very much for coming, Coach.
Thank you.
Back to you, LaSalle Center. And now for Maloney's Sports Quote of the Week.
Good day, LaSalle. This is Mr. Maloney with today's sports quote. I can't stand a ball player who plays in fear. Any fellow who has a good shot has got to take it and keep taking it. So he misses. So what? By Red Auerbach, Boston Celtics coach and former general manager.
I'm Justin Germain here with another pregame analysis with Bailey Haskins and Stephen Jordan. Now, if you beat Schenectady this week, you're in the playoffs. What are some of the key things your team needs to do to get past Schenectady?
Well, Schenectady's a good team. They have done well passing, so we switched up our defense a little bit. We're putting 3 safeties back, and we're going to really try to stop their passing game. And offensively, last week, we really didn't get into a groove, so we need to establish a running game and get JoJo and passing deep to our receivers.
Now, what are some of the challenges Schenectady poses to your team?
You got that, Bailey?
Yeah, I got they're very big up front. All their O-linemen are bigger than ours, so it's going to be tough to get some penetration, get in the backfield, but we're far quicker, so that should put us on an advantage. They got big, tall receivers, and their backs are quick, so just got to stop all of that.
All right. Now, after a tough start to your season, what is it going to mean to your team if you make the playoffs?
It'll mean a lot. We worked hard all off season, and if we didn't make it, it would kill all of us. So we got to get this one to make it.
Give us momentum to hopefully make a sectional run. If we win with quarter points, we can get another home game against potentially Saratoga, where that was just an awful game at the beginning of the season against them. So we can beat them and most likely end up with Shen, and never know against them.
All right. Well, that's all we have for today. Thank you for coming in. And back to you at LaSalle Center.
I'm Jake Perry with the post-game interview of the soccer team after their 4-0 win over CBA. With me here today is Nick DeLallo and Alexi Brosnahan. Nick, what contributed to your success against CBA?
Defensively, played real well. Anytime you can hold a guy like Matt fully off the bar, you're doing something right. And then offensively, Alexi went off again, 4 goals, playing real well right now. So we got to keep up this goal scoring, headed into next week in sectionals.
Alexi, you had an amazing year this year. Like Nick said, you had another 4-goal game, back-to-back actually, one being on senior night. Looking back on it, how did this year go for you and the team?
It went really well, both for me and the team. We did well. Our record was 9-5-2, a lot more wins, and playing well than we thought we were going to get. Big senior class and a lot of young people on the team, so we really gelled together well.
What are you guys doing to prepare for sectionals this upcoming week?
We're really working hard in practice, going all out, making sure that all the fundamental stuff's on point, so we can get into the game and get a win and move on.
All right. Like I said, the varsity soccer team goes into sectionals sometime next week. Come out to support them and hope to see some wins out of you guys.
I'm Jimmy Francini with your Modified Sports Report. On October 15th, the Modified soccer team faced Gardner Dickinson. LaSalle won 7-3. Matt Ruin had a hat trick, I had 2 goals, and Ben Mager and Ryan Wright each had 1 goal. The Modified soccer team season is winding down as they prepare to take on Troy today.
And that's all for today, LaSalle.
Come out to Schenectady at 7 o'clock to watch our cadets continue their playoff push.
And from all of us here at LaSalle Center, I'm Ethan Demura.
And I'm Justin Germain.
Have a fantastic weekend, cadets.